Hello, good evening. Welcome to our channel Yushi Talks. And today we are going to talk about how your income taxes will change after Trump signs the big, beautiful bill into law. And we'll also try to understand some of the other effects of this bill. Most households, about 85%, would get a tax cut in 2026, according to an analysis from the Tax Policy Center. But while many of the bill changes are permanent, other provisions, such as new deductions for seniors, are set to expire within a couple of years. The center estimates that by 2030, only 70% of the households would continue to have a tax break. The center also estimates that nearly 60% of the tax benefits would go to those in the top quintile of annual incomes, or about $217,000 and more. Those households would receive an average tax cut of about 12,500. So it's going to benefit the people who are already in the top quintile more than the ones who are the bottom earners. Okay, so let's try to understand the impact this bill would have on your taxes. Let's talk about the high income earners first, meaning those who are earning an annual salary of 217,000 and more. For taxes filed in 2026, households making between 217,000 and 318,000 would see their after-tax income rise by 2.6%, a tax break of about $5,400. For Americans making 318 to $460,000 in the 90th to 95th percentile, that cut would be about $8,900, or a 3.1% increase to their after tax income. And those making between 460,000 and $1.1 million would receive the biggest break, which is a 21,000 change, increasing their after tax income by 4.4%. The top 1% and the top 0.1% household making more than 1.1 million to 5 million would see their after tax income increase by 3.5% and 3.2% respectively. Let's talk about middle income earners, that is household whose incomes are between 50,000 to $200,000. The tax break for rest of the Americans are far less substantial. Households making between 100,000 and 200,000 a year would see their after tax income increase by 2.5%, or about a 300,000 tax break. For those making between 75,000 and 100,000, the tax cut as a percentage of income is similar at about $1,700, or 2.3%. And Americans earning between 50,000 and 75,000 will have a $1,000 tax break. Now let's talk about low income earners. Those households whose annual salary is less than $50,000. For those making between 40,000 and 50,000, that cut will be about $630. Those are after tax boost of 1.9% and 1.5% respectively. Those in the bottom quintile of incomes making below 34,000 a year would see their tax decrease by about $150, or a 0.8% increase in their after tax income. However, benefits low income Americans might see in tax break could be offset by the bill's sweeping cuts to Medicaid and nutritional assistance. Federal Medicaid spending is estimated to decrease by $1 trillion, resulting in about 12 million low income American families losing their health insurance by 2034, according to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office. The bill also includes work requirements for Medicaid and for Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program benefits, previously known as food stamps, which could disenroll millions from both programs. Many of the bill's tax deductions will start in 2025, and some of them will be permanent. That includes a permanent increase in the child tax credit to $2,200 and an increase in the standard deduction by $750. Other new tax cuts, especially those core to Trump's campaign promises, are set to expire in a couple of years. A new $6,000 deduction for Americans over 65 will last only through 2028. A 25,000 deduction designed to eliminate taxes on tips will also last only for 3 years. The same goes for another 12,500 deduction meant to curb taxes on overtime. The amount that households can deduct in state and local taxes on their federal returns, known as SALT cap, will also increase to 40,000. Previously capped at $10,000, SALT deductions were a major sticking point among House Republicans during the first round of negotiation on the bill in May. All these cuts are expensive, although estimates vary. The congressional budget office says that the bill would add 3.4 trillion to the debt over 10 years, while the committee for a responsible federal budget says it would add 4.1 trillion dollars. The conservative Cato Institute put the figure as high as 6 trillion. Republican who claim to be fiscal hawks riled against the bill's impact on national debt, saying it would inflict pain on future generations, but ultimately voted for it. So that's all we have in today's video. Do let me know in comment section what you feel about this whole bill and do you support it or not. Thanks for watching us. You have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.